In this video I'm going to take you through how do we determine the focus of an assessment tool, which is the first part in developing an assessment tool. So I'm going to take you through this step so that you can get a perspective on what it does take to develop a tool, a complete assessment tool. Now there are a number of ways you can actually do this. Some people just scribble down some notes from their knowledge on the unit of competency, but I'm going to take you through this example using this particular unit of competency, use business technology. What I want to do is take you step by step through this unit, but what I'm going to do is take you through what I consider to be the focus of this tool. So as I talk about what's the focus of an assessment tool, I will take you through and show you this example in this document here. So this is straight off training.gov.au, or TGA as some people know it. So if we go further down, now all the yellow highlighted components and the red writing, they are things I've added in, or I would encourage you to do similar as you work through developing your assessment tools. So I suppose in developing the focus of the tool, we really want to start off with what is the big picture. And as we look at this tool itself, we try to determine what the big picture is for this tool. So let's go through this step by step. So use business technology is a unit of competency at a Certificate 2 level. What we want to see here is what does it tell us in the application of the unit of the sorts of things we're going to be ultimately determining someone's competency upon if we are going to develop tools to be able to do so. And when we look at this, I've highlighted in yellow some of the key themes or components or verbs, if you like, that give us some indication of where we're going to go. So essentially we're going to be looking at how people use and select computer software and how they organize electronic information and data. It's a limited range of practical skills, fundamental knowledge. They're usually going to do this under supervision. I draw the conclusion that the person will be able to use a computer to organize and record information using software and entering data, filing and processing documents under supervision. So when it comes to the use of business technology, that's essentially what people will be doing. Now, want to know more about exactly what is involved in capturing that evidence? Well, this is where we would go down to the elements and the performance criteria. The elements being the essential outcomes, the performance criteria being the description of the performance needed to demonstrate achievement. So the elements are, broadly I say, the steps. So it's about selecting the right technology, it's about processing and organizing data, and it's about maintaining technology. So going back to the first one, selecting and using the right technology is about the appropriate technology, about how you adjust your workspace and how you use technology and do so in a safe way. So in summary, it is that we select the right technology with the right application, making sure our workstation is efficient to do the work safely. So let's look at element 2 now. So element 2 tells us it's about processing data and organizing data. So it's about how we generate and amend files, how we operate input devices, how we store the data we work with, how we overcome basic difficulties and get the help we need. So essentially somebody who is going to learn this will be able to work with software to generate and amend files while using operation devices correctly, ensuring data is stored correctly and not compromised. They know what to do to get help. And then we see a similar sort of thing for the third element. It's about maintaining technology. It's about how they replace technology consumables, how they carry out and arrange routine maintenance, how they identify equipment faults and take action or report it to the right person. So essentially it's about replacing consumables and identifying and doing routine maintenance. So what I've taken you through here essentially is where we go about determining the focus of a tool. So we've been able to extract from this information that by the time this person finishes this unit, they will be able to use a computer, record information and use software, store data. They'll be able to select the right technology, with the right applications, making sure their workstation is efficient to do the work safely. They'll also be able to generate and amend files using software and use that data correctly and not compromise that data, and know what to do to get help. And then when it comes to maintaining the technology, they'll be able to replace consumables and identify routine maintenance and how to go about reporting that. So that gives us an understanding of what we're going to be looking for them to do. The next stage will be, how do we actually go and then somehow determine what sort of approaches will actually allow us to collect that evidence, and that's what we typically call the methods that we select to do so.